Today I'm going to share some ideas on how to preserve your vegetables from the garden until you have time to actually get them on the shelf.
Well, hi guys, welcome back to Linda's Pantry, and today I'm going to go over how I preserve my garden harvest when it's just coming at me fast and furious for later canning purposes. So you're preserving it for the moment to take you into the next step when you have time to can it. So, peppers. I'm still picking lots and lots of peppers. These are habanero peppers, and I will be making, I make a habanero. Look at how gorgeous these things are. This is the first year I've had big, beautiful peppers like this. I mean, these are big habaneros. One plant, and it is loaded with probably 4 times this much. So I would be able to make at least 4 batches of jam. One batch of jam only uses 3/4 of a cup of chopped up seeded habaneros. These are beautiful though. They're just gorgeous. Look how big they are. They're absolutely stunning. I want to take pictures of them. Yeah, and I probably should. Maybe I will. So I keep these in the fridge smart until I'm ready because I'm gonna freeze these because when I do jam, they can be frozen. So I'm gonna chop these up and freeze them. They can thaw out, they're gonna get cooked anyway, so it doesn't matter if they get soft in the freezing process. So that's the same thing I'm gonna do with my jalapenos and serrano peppers. I've got red jalapenos, and these are pretty small. I've got serranos, so I've got small jalapenos. These are delicious. I can make jalapeno salsa. Wow, I can smell the capsaicin in there. But I can do jalapeno salsa. I can do jalapeno jelly. I can do anything you want to use jalapeno for. So I think, though, I'm going to freeze these whole only because they're pretty easy. Once I thaw them out, they'll be soft, but I'll be able to seed them if I want to and chop them up. Or I could just chop them up whole and they'd be ready for cowboy candy because you can't have enough cowboy candy, in my opinion. So I have 2 containers of this. Now I also have some of those Spitfire Anaheim chilies. Those, the same thing. You can roast those on the barbecue, roast them, skin them, and put those grilled, and I think I've shown you how to do this. I chop them up and I do them in a little inside saran wrap in a jar, in a canning jar, a little squatty half pint, and I freeze them in a puck, and then I wrap them up real tight and I put them in a Ziploc bag. And so I've got this nice big chunk of chopped up, grilled, whether it's hatch chilies or these Anaheim chilies, but I plan to make chili relleno casserole with this. So if you guys want to see that recipe, let me know in the description down below or in the comment section because I will make that for you. It's so easy and it's delicious. So moving on, so all the garlic that I planted, I've got garlic that is in the fridge, fermented in honey for this winter's immune system. This was a hardneck garlic, so, but these are keeping just fine. I pulled all the cloves off the bulbs and they're keeping in the fridge really, really nicely. They're not trying to sprout or anything. So the fridge slows them down. If I left them out here on the countertop in the dry, air, they tend to just wither away right in their papers and you're done. And that's what happened to me last year. It's not happening. And this year, my new garlic plan, I'll tell you on my next garden update, but I'll give you a sneak preview. I did buy all soft neck garlic. It's a Western rose, I believe. So it will be one of the longest keepers, and I'll be able to keep garlic all winter long and into the spring. So Swiss chard, and I need to use this. Swiss chard from the garden, all you have to do is blanch it, put it in a quart bag, and freeze it. And it's wonderful. It's just like spinach. You can use it in any kind of application. I like to take it out, chop it up a little bit fine, put it in a ham and bean soup or just sausage and beans and You can use Polska kielbasa and white beans and some of this. It's delicious. And then the proverbial tomatoes. I have picked and picked and picked and picked. I think I have now, I believe I have 12 of these in the freezer, 12 1-gallon bags. So I wash the tomatoes, make sure they're really at the peak of their ripeness, wash them. You can core them or core them later. There's not a big core in these tomatoes, so I just really have been washing them, take the stem off, and inspect to make sure that these are the ones I want. And I put them in a gallon bag and stuff them in the freezer because I'm gonna be canning salsa. I'm gonna be canning pizza sauce, chili base. What? Yes, I'm gonna be canning chili base. That chili base from Mrs. Wages is phenomenal. And if I need some marinara later, I have it, but my main focus is gonna be the chili base, salsa, and pizza sauce. And maybe one batch of the marinara, or the pasta sauce. And that's what I'm doing to delay the onslaught of having to process this all at once. Working a full-time job and trying to do everything you gotta do to get ready for fall and winter. Like I've got my firewood coming this weekend, part of it, trying to get geared up for all that mess. There's a lot going on and I don't have time for everything. So we're gonna keep it simple. Know that you can do this and bring these out. The skins will slip right off your tomatoes when you bring them out. If you're gonna make salsa or pepper jam or anything like that with the habaneros or the jalapenos, it doesn't matter. They can be soft in the freezer because when you cook them, they're gonna get soft anyway. And you just put them through the Vidalia chopper and no one will know. All right, I hope this helps you on how to manage the garden because stuff's coming in hard and fast. Now, I still have spaghetti squash out there. There's some of them that are as big as watermelons. Those will keep all winter long in a cool, dry spot, but I'm gonna wait till they've all turned yellow and the plants are starting to die back a little bit. They are starting to get that powdery mildew because of the dew in the morning, I think, but I'll have plenty of spaghetti squash to last me all winter long. And you know, those run about $1.30 a pound now, $1.29 a pound. They used to be 79 cents, then they went to 99, and now they're $1.29. So if I can grow my own, I'm gonna grow my own. And that's the one winter squash I use the most of. I like all the other ones. I love the butternut, I love the acorn, but not having space for all that, I chose the one I love. So, all right, guys, let me know in the comment section what you do with your overflow of garden, plethora. It's so phenomenal. I'm so thankful. Like my carrots can stay in the ground. Get ready to plant my garlic for next year. What else is out there? Oh, I've still got more Swiss chard. I've got plenty of fresh. The squash, and I picked a gallon of green beans last night. So I'm still getting green beans, but those were eaten fresh because I canned my green beans already for the year and I've pickled my green beans for the year. So I'm good on that. I don't want to take up any more space. So we're just enjoying them fresh right now. And then now next we'll move on to making salsa. Anyway, all right. I can't wait to see you next time. If you want to see any of the videos on how and what I do with these, let me know in that comment section and give me a thumbs up. Share this on your Facebook page. And as always, I can't wait to see you next time. And all your support really helps the channel out. All right. Thank you. Bye.
I hope you enjoyed some ideas on how to preserve what you've got coming out of the garden until you have time to do something with it, like can it, make it into jam, sauces, or salsas.